What if I told you that every action, every decision, every thought you've ever had is a seed planted in the garden of your life? Intriguing, isn't it? This is the essence of the law of sowing and reaping, a concept that's as old as time itself. Consider the story of a man named John. John lived in a small village, and he was a farmer by trade. He had a small plot of land where he worked tirelessly day in and day out. He planted seeds, tended to them, and hoped for a good harvest. One year he decided to experiment. He planted corn in one half of his field, and in the other half, he planted nothing. As weeks turned into months, the half of the field where John had sown corn flourished. Golden stalks reached up to the sky, swaying gently in the breeze. But the other half of the field, it remained barren, a stark contrast to the plentiful cornfield. When harvest time finally came, John reaped what he sowed. He gathered baskets full of corn from one half of his field, while the other half offered him nothing. This, my friends, is a simple yet powerful illustration of the law of sowing and reaping. The law of sowing and reaping is a universal principle that governs our lives. It states that whatever we put out into the world, we get back in return. If we sow good deeds, kindness, and positivity, we reap happiness, prosperity, and love. Conversely, if we sow negativity, hatred, or malice, we reap sorrow, misfortune, and pain. John's story teaches us that we must be intentional with what we sow. The seeds we choose to plant in our lives matter. Just like John couldn't expect a harvest from the half of the field where he planted nothing, we can't expect positive outcomes from actions and attitudes that aren't positive. Every decision we make, every action we take, is a seed sown. And each seed will grow and multiply, for better or for worse. The law of sowing and reaping reminds us that we are the architects of our own lives. We hold the power to create a life filled with happiness and prosperity, or one filled with sorrow and misfortune. In conclusion, the law of sowing and reaping is a powerful principle that governs our lives. It teaches us that we are responsible for the outcomes of our actions. It encourages us to sow seeds of positivity, kindness, and love, because these are the things we wish to reap in our lives. Just like John, we have the power to create a bountiful harvest in our lives.